Langrisser.
Hey everyone, this is Nitro. In this video, I am going to be clearing the map that is unlocked when you've cleared Act 2 Chapter 18 and unlocked the location Valley of Broken Crystals. So for Act 2 Chapter 18, this is the only battle that you get unlocked, and it's a Yggdrasil's Memories map. So you can either go right directly to the Valley of Broken Crystals, or you can open it via Stories, Yggdrasil's Memories. It's in the Golden Age section, and the map is called Painful Research. So there's a hidden chest to grab, and your goal is to defeat all enemies. The plot here is, under the Yggdrasil, covered in purple crystals, the swordsmiths encountered the memory of Rachel. Ah, it's here. We finally found it. I never would have expected to find such a cute little house hidden under this Yggdrasil. This must be the research laboratory Rachel was talking about. Meta, try awakening the memories of the past here. Let's find out the truth about this crystal plague from Miss Rachel. The crystal plague is spreading faster than we thought. If we don't find a solution... Rachel, don't put too much pressure on yourself. You are the greatest healer among us. I believe that you will find a cure to this disease. Oni-sama! No, Landius. If only the crystal plague really were a kind of disease. What do you mean? Toxins, plagues, even the evil magic of the demons. As long as it is a disease, there must be a cure. But this crystal plague came from the terrible explosion of the Crimsonian spaceship. The crystal energy of that magic furnace, a thing which none of us are even sure is technology or magic. It's beyond even Brenda and Virash's knowledge. But didn't the miracle of Queen Rosenseal prove that there is a way to dispel this thing? The crystal plague disappeared from those suffering people once you touched them. All the pain and mutation disappeared without a trace. But brother, it's clear that there is nothing I can do. Rosenseal, the fact that nothing strange happened to her simply defies logic. Unless those crystals were... It's time. Lambda is ready. Rachel, there's no point in sitting here musing. Let's go to the Yggdrasil and see what Lambda can do to help you. Right, I understand, brother. Let's go. So for this particular battle, what you're facing off against is a lot of hellhounds, a lot of melee enemies. Hellhounds and gargoyles. The thing is, all of these gargoyles actually have Death Mark, which cannot receive healing on your characters for one turn. So they're a pain to deal with, in other words. Lambda, who you get to start with, does have shield that can apply the healing negation, immunity to healing negation for 2 turns on one character, but that's it. So you can deploy 2 characters, and in that sense, I think it might be best to simply deploy Ledin here. Because Ledin can counterattack and probably kill these enemies, which a lot of other characters cannot. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll play Ledin with his Righteous Duel and Faction buff. I'll have Tieris provide healing, and in this case, it might be best for me to simply have Tieris also bring shield. So she'll bring shield and mass heal. And so that way 2 of my characters can be healed, more or less. I'm not sure it's going to be necessary, because I think Ledin being able to get healed is enough, but just in case. Alright, let's begin. This tree has been decayed by the crystal plague, the poor thing. Are you ready, Rachel? Once the communication ritual with the Yggdrasil begins, anything might happen, so stay vigilant. If the Yggdrasil can tell us more about the crystal plague, I'll do whatever it takes. We've attracted unwanted attention. It's as if they knew we were coming. We may not have Langrisser, but you demons had better not underestimate us. On guard.
Yes.
Okay. So why don't I start by righteous dueling this gargoyle? And I'm going to Dark Reaper it with Rachel, getting rid of it very quickly. I'm going to have Lambda just shield up, let in, and finally let's heal him up. Let in. Oh, he doesn't do enough damage to kill the Hellhound. Huh. So, death mark, more death marks, more death marks, more death marks. So, yeah, if you don't have immunity, you're screwed. So, this tree, I can feel it. It's trembling and crying. It's enduring extraordinary pain. There's such a deep sense of sadness and despair. Come on, Lambda. Let me lend you my magic. Calm down. Tell me everything you've experienced, all the pain you've endured.
Yes.
So this time around, I'm going to have my Ledin start with a faction buff. And why don't I have Rachel single target strike this gargoyle for now. That's a single line strike. This is a multi-line strike. I think I'll just single line to weaken. Oh, and I actually slowed him. But fortunately it's just one mobility slow, so he can still attack me. And Ledin already has that immunity, so I'm just going to end Tier's turn. Now that Ledin has his faction buff as well as Divine Guard, these enemies are actually dying in one hit. Definitely more convenient than Landius, I think. But there we are. So, if I grab this, I actually cannot guard her. So I have to wait until this guy is out of the way. Oh, that's actually kind of annoying. What if I just maneuver towards it then? I thought I could move up, but I can't. And if I grab it, I'm probably going to die to the Hellhound. So, you know what? Let's move down for now. I'm gonna head towards the treasure while avoiding those remaining gargoyles for now. It's a bit awkward, but getting that treasure is kind of a priority. Is there anywhere I can place my characters to trigger this guy to attack? If I place myself here, for example, and let him here, I can also trigger this gargoyle to attack. Perfect. So that's what I'm gonna do. So if Ledin goes here, Rachel can go here. I can even single target this Hellhound. And I can place Tiaris there. And I don't want to trigger this gargoyle to attack me yet, so I'm just going to move up and launch out a white dragon's breath to weaken this guy. Letting finishes off that hellhound. Gargoyle dies to my Ledin. Rachel grabs the treasure, and then I will finish off this last one the following turn, I guess. Rachel, treasure. A mole pokes its head out and flees squealing. Okay. And it's 4 bursting heart keys. Total garbage. Wow. Alright. So why don't I have Lambda attack? Why don't I have Ledin attack? I can also try to have Tiaris attack, but I think it's better to just simply shield up. Alternatively, I could have had Tiaris attack and Lambda shield if you didn't bring a shield on Tiaris. Point being, get ready to finish the last opponent. So why don't I Righteous Duel. There we go. At last, the demons have retreated. Dandius, Rachel, how are you doing? The communication ritual of the Yggdrasil is complete. Let me arrange my thoughts. I'll very soon be able to tell everyone the news Rachel is concerned about. Thank you, Miss Lambda. Lambda, you look unwell. Don't you think you should take a brief rest? Because of this ability to communicate with plants, I can feel all the suffering of the Yggdrasil. The Yggdrasil's message to me is confusing. I must tell you all about it now while the memory is still clear. Thank you, Lambda. Please tell me everything you know. I have to find a way to cure the crystal plague. Then I will begin. The Yggdrasil were originally the source of all magic in this world. The world that we live in is supported by the power of the plants. However, the crystals covering this Yggdrasil are absorbing the energy stored inside it. What? You mean the crystals are absorbing the life force of the Yggdrasil? And not just the Yggdrasil. Rachel, have you thought of something? Yes, my research led me to the same conclusion as Miss Lambda. The crystal disease that afflicts humans appears to also drain the life force of its hosts. Even the people who were healed by Rosenseal are weaker and aging faster than before. It's as if the crystals grow by absorbing life. They sound like lifeless leeches. This really is not good. And there's something else that confuses me. These purple crystals are different from the yellow crystals that came from the exploded Crimsonian spaceship. The magical energy of the purple crystals makes me feel uneasy. Also, the place where the Red Moon battleship exploded is far away from here. According to my research and estimations, there shouldn't be this many crystals growing in the Regensburg hinterlands. Could it be that someone is deliberately spreading the crystal plague here? Crap. Seems like there are more and more mysteries to be solved. What is really going on? Damn it. If only we still had Langrisser, and we had the Holy Sword, I'm sure we could drive away this cursed plague. I understand you, but there's no use in complaining anymore, Landius. Lambda and I will do our best to help you investigate this. We need to find out who is trying to steal the life force of this planet. Gizaroth! Probably. Rachel will have to keep working hard too. All hopes of healing Yelas. Huh? Rachel? I'm so dizzy. Rachel, what's wrong? Answer me, Rachel. On Rachel's body. Is that... This is the crystal plague. She's been infected too? Hurry, we need to take Rachel to the Regensburg capital for treatment. We must hurry. Now there's one less insect standing in the way of Master's plans. You're right, but don't fret. With the power of the crystals in the Yggdrasil, we have obtained 2 of the 3 pieces we need. We are one step closer to immortality. We should have enough time before Alhazard returns again. And our enemies of the past will die one by one. Mwahahaha! sake of hearing all this, Rachel, the crystal plague has been draining the life from this land and causing widespread devastation, and the only one who can cure it is Queen Rosenseal of Regenburg. By the way, Rosenseal's body, it's entirely crystallized. In other words, she has become a giant life-draining vessel? What a twist! It sends shivers down my spine. Gosh, if those crystals are made of life energy, then no wonder she survived from the end of the Great War 150 years ago until now. Looks like we've got to really make haste now. We have to get to the bottom of this. Okay. Interesting little battle. So next up then is Chapter 2, Act 19, which will be a separate video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Nitro out.